Are you in touch with Safa, Zina?
Who's
Not
Safa?
really.
Who's Zina?
Oh, really?
So the mix of Zaina and Safa, toxic. Safa by herself is better. I love Farhana, but she has a limit
Oh.
with me. Like I can handle only 1 hour. After that, I'm like literally Farhana khalas. I'm like Farhana khalas, khalas, khalas.
Well, he's known to be one of the most successful businessmen in Dubai, but the recent Netflix reality show got a lot of controversy and drama attached to his name. And if I have to do a Sunday brunch, then what better place than to do it at his own cafe? Let's go to Forever Rose Cafe and meet Ebraheem Al Samadi. Hey, hi Ebraheem.
Hey, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
So tell me now, are people more coming to Forever Rose Cafe to actually enjoy the food or to take selfies with you?
Well, it's a mix of both. So we've been seeing like these reviews on Google.
Yeah.
But normally what they do is they see my car
Right.
because it's famous from the show.
Yeah.
So like, oh, he's here. So they literally pull over to come take a photo or they scream from the streets. It's quite cool.
But I do hope you're enjoying all the attention right now.
I do, but I feel at one point I think I'm gonna get tired of it. I mean, I'm happy about it for now. It gets a bit hectic sometimes.
Well, now that I've met you, now I want to know how good is the food at Forever Rose Cafe. So let's go
My
in.
employees always say, let's eat.
Okay, let's go. Wow, so it's a very pretty cafe. Have to say one of the most Instagrammable spots in Dubai.
So we have one in Dubai and two in Abu Dhabi. And I usually come to the cafe, meet my customers, have a cup of coffee, make sure everything's running smooth. Then I do my meetings and collaborations. I'm barely in the office. I don't like being in the office.
Yeah.
I'm not much corporate. I'm more like to deal with companies that are more family owned.
Yeah.
I believe that passion always succeeds any other thing, you know. So passion becomes before money, I would say.
Yeah. So what are your passions like?
Traveling. So all my family, they call me Ibn Battuta. You know the story of Ibn Battuta.
Yes.
So travel around the world. That's my nickname amongst my family. Like, where's Ibn Battuta today?
But where was your childhood? It was in Kuwait, right?
So
How was-
basically, just
Yeah.
2 years old. I left Kuwait, I was 2 years old. So I don't remember much
Oh.
of Kuwait, unfortunately. It's a very beautiful country, very
Yeah.
beautiful also food scene as well. It's one of
Yeah.
the famous food scenes in the Middle East. After that, I grew up in America. So I'm a very much Disney child. I had Orlando, Florida was my city I was raised in.
Okay. So when did the move to Dubai happen for you?
2010.
Okay.
And basically, I was a little bit heartbroken because I got divorced. So I wanted to change countries. So I don't
Okay.
remember the things, the memories that I had with my wife there. And I wanted to start a new beginning and I wanted a challenge. And I believed in Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid's story and his passionate to build a city that was Dubai. And I wanted to be part of Dubai's success, and that's why I decided to move here.
But when I was reading about your journey, I saw that you started your first business at the age of 14.
Yes,
Is that right?
That's when my parents got divorced. And, you know, for me, it was one hit after the other. My parents got divorced. I was 14 years old. I had to sacrifice my luxury lifestyle for moving into an apartment. Started my business, started selling as a hobby. Wanted to give my mom the best of what she deserved. And then I got married 3 years later when I was 17. And that didn't work out. So basically, upon every challenge or upon every obstacle that I got in life, developed a new character of me, made me stronger. So I said, instead of sitting there and like being sad about it, let me make everything better by working harder, doing new things, making myself busy, not focusing on the negative, but more important, focusing on the positive.
But 17 is a very young age to get married. What prompted you to get married at that
So
young
I come
age?
from a very religious background. So my family are very religious, and they didn't allow me to have a girlfriend. So my dad was like, we don't allow this for our daughter, so why do we allow it for you?
Right.
So either you marry her or you leave her. So it was like, for me, it was like, okay, what do I do? You know, and I cared about her so much that I didn't want to leave her. So I decided to get married. I know it was young. I'm not the same person that I was before. If I thought about it again, I obviously wouldn't have done it. But it was an experience for me. At least for me, I learned about what do I want in a wife. So it helps me a lot now with looking for my wife. So I know that I don't want that wife or that person.
For how long were you married?
1 year.
1 year.
Yeah, 1 year. But we're dating for about 2 years. So
Oh,
3
okay.
altogether. Yeah.
So what are the qualities that you want in your wife now?
someone to carry my word, like the thing that I'm passionate about is like my company and my employees.
Yeah.
To be a role model, to have to talk to at the end of the day and explain my problems, to find solutions for it, to be a support system. You know, every businessman needs that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to have some coffee now.
Oh, okay.
So we have
Looking
here
forward to it.
our rose latte. You can see
Beautiful.
how the balance is. So that is like from the rose milk and the froth.
Ah,
And then we have here the cardamom latte. But I'll let you choose which one you like better.
beautiful. I think
one are
this
you
is
gonna
more
try?
Instagrammable.
Because you're
so-
matching?
Yes,
That's right.
it's also matching with my outfit, so yes. Wow, this is so pretty. Wow, it's not just your cafe, but also the food that looks extremely Instagrammable.
I literally put everything that's my favorite on the menu here. So I love for breakfast, I love
Yeah.
shakshuka.
Okay.
I love corn,
Right.
usually for lunch as an appetizer. I love mushroom risotto. And over there is my favorite, which is the Wagyu burger.
Can't wait to see how it looks. Wow, nice and cheesy. Looks great. So, are you personally very passionate about food?
I love food,
Yeah.
but I'm not a big eater. I love sweets.
Yeah?
So basically, I brought an old-time favorite, which is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that I used to eat in America.
Okay.
So literally, we put on top the French toast peanut butter and the strawberry jelly.
Wow,
I'm
looks
sorry, but I
delicious.
need to. I need to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
some.
We need to get started.
Yeah. Usually, I start with salty, but because this is next to me, it's closer to me, so it's like we have a communication going on.
I'll go for the risotto.
Okay.
Looks pretty. Yum. Nice. You mentioned that your parents got divorced at a very early age. So, did you have any sort of support from your parents in terms of growing your business? We've seen how close you are to your mom.
Literally below zero. You know,
Wow.
my first sale in my life for my business. So like my business capital was literally a pair of jeans that I had in my own possession. It was a jeans that cost $10 and I sold it for $20. That's the beginning of my empire. There was no money behind it. There was no assistance from my family at all. My father did support me, like with giving me advice, but never any financial support. My mom never gave me financial support, but for me, her blessings and my father's blessing is more important than any finance. So success leads on success and more and more and more. And the same thing comes with failure. Someone fails, they think they're a failure, they keep bringing themselves down. But the thing is that you always have to say no. Take your failure as a lesson. Don't take it as a failure. You have to learn from it so that way you can build and make something better.
So, in terms of the show Dubai Bling, what do you think have been your learnings from the show?
Don't get involved in drama. But drama finds me. I don't know where it finds me from, but it's always there.
Did you enjoy doing the show?
I loved it. I mean, for me, it was a new experience. And if you ask me would I have did it again and would I keep doing it, absolutely, because it made me see so many different things. Like I learned in business, I learned about how production happened. I understand more now, you know, and I feel that learning a new business makes me just a smarter person. It's like a corn shawarma,
Yeah. This does look like corn shawarma.
but it's so delicious. Thank you.
What is your favorite cuisine like?
Believe it or not, I love Indian food.
Really?
Obsessed. Because
What are your favorite dishes?
oh my god, I don't know where to start. Biryani, butter chicken, Rogan Josh.
Rogan Josh, yeah. That's a lamb
Obviously
dish.
sambusa, breakfast, idli.
Oh, you know a
Dolsa.
lot, yeah.
I love it because once you have Indian food, every other food doesn't have enough flavor because they use so much spices.
So there's this joke that whenever Indians travel, they're not trying out the local cuisine. They're all looking for Indian restaurants around.
Yeah, and that's why Indian restaurants around the world are always successful. Like even in London,
Yeah.
amongst British people, they have to have one day a week dedicated to Indian food.
But tell me, when you watched the show, I believe the cast members did not watch the show before it was released on Netflix. Is that right?
So the way it works is that we watch the show just as everyone else does. We didn't even get a sneak peek. I haven't watched it fully yet. I only watched 2 episodes.
You got to be kidding me.
I swear, because like I don't like seeing myself on TV.
No, I don't believe you. We really haven't seen the whole series.
Unfortunately, I'm yet to. I have to.
Will you watch though? Well, the drama only begins after episode 4.
Actually, you can kind of feel it starting at 3,
At 3, yes. Yeah.
but it ignites at 4 and 5. I'm really not a person to like drama because I know my side, the other side, the stronger side.
Yeah.
It's a beast, and I don't want anyone to see it. So I like to just keep it, but it's there to protect me because I'm a person. I give, and when I'm tired. So I pop. As you guys notice,
Yeah.
Zaina and Safa attacked me in my business, and the shield came up. Like, you have to teach her a lesson so she doesn't do this again. Because if you allow them to do it once,
Yeah.
they're gonna keep doing it. So if you see this environment, we're in a positive environment. Our clients, they come here for a good time.
Yeah.
The last thing they want is to see two girls come and disrespect me or to be, rude about anything. It wasn't the place for me to be confronted.
Yeah.
She could have easily made a phone call.
Yeah.
Did you say this? I said it. I wasn't hiding it. There's so much that could have been done rather than coming to a place of business. It's not nice.
Yeah.
Especially employees, they look up to me as a boss. They
Right.
respect me. To see someone of them to do that, it's not nice. So I had to react. My reaction was strong, but that's just who I am.
Are you in touch with Safa, Zina? Are you friends with the other team or
Who's
not
Safa?
really?
Who's here?
Oh, really?
No.
But was that all for real? There was literally no scripting involved.
No. There was no. It's not scripted because I cannot memorize anything. So obviously it can't be scripted. We say what we want. We do what we want. We might be put in situations, but it does not mean it's scripted. Scripted means you're reading from a script. You have something you read. We don't. We say what we have to say. But yeah, it's real. So I don't speak to Zaina. Safa, we say hi and bye and just keep respect between us. That's it. But the thing is that I normally wouldn't mix with those people anyways. I have a certain level. And when I say level, I don't mean high or low. It's just my type of crowd is different. And if you see my crowd, it's mostly my employees. I love hanging out with them because I feel like I'm with my family, I see them every day. It's part of life rather than seeing someone that is just showing off or pretending to be someone that they're not. I like dealing with people who are real.
Who could you relate to the most in the show?
Dania is like my sister.
Yeah, she has your back. Really.
Diva Deek has my back. I have her back. We're ride or die. There's no joke. We come in pair. You cannot invite me and not invite her. It just doesn't work.
What about DJ Bliss? He also is.
He's a third wheel. No. So we always have this joke where we don't know who's the third wheel. Is it me? Is it Dania? Is it him?
Yeah.
But we all together. So he loves me like a brother.
Yeah.
And he likes the fact that he can go out on different things and knowing that if he leaves his wife behind, that I will always make sure that she's protected like I'm her brother.
Are there any parts of the show you wish were edited out?
Yeah. When I was going into the pool and I was like, I didn't know the camera was like on me. I'm like, I thought I was swimming, minding my own business, and it was like, it showed my back, and it was, oh God. We cannot choose what we put on. It's just what happens. So if there is going to be a season 2, I'm not getting naked again.
Yeah. Is there a season 2 though? Because there's been a huge following and the people are really, really curious to know if you're going to see all of you guys again.
The funniest thing is I took my mom to Umrah. Umrah is like Muslims go to pilgrimage in Saudi.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a fan there. I mean, it's not placed to have a fan, It's like, we're here for worship. This lady said, I literally just prayed for season 2. I'm like, is it that serious? You have to pray for season 2? It was cute. Obviously, I would love a season 2.
Yeah.
Because at least my fans get to have more
of you.
more things to watch.
More of you, of course.
They come to the cafe to get more of me, but they're like, we want everyone else. I'm like, what? Come on.
Any learnings from season 1 that you would like to implement in season 2?
I wish that people can know really who I am. It's not always easy to translate that to reality because there's other people.
Yeah.
My story is really inspiring, and that's why the whole reason why I did this.
Yeah.
I have a really nice journey and inspiring, and it can relate to a lot of people.
Yeah.
It can relate to people who weren't born. I mean, my father is wealthy, but I left my house at the age of 14. So I started from zero. So I can relate to the majority of the population of the world. I'm not this person who've inherited money from my parents or my grandparents. I'm a person who started from scratch. And people who believe that can happen to them, who have that passion, have that drive, would love hearing that. So it can at least guide them and to understand what obstacles will come and how to solve it without a support system.
Who's that person you go to when you're really at your low point in life?
My mom.
Your mom.
I come home every day and I need support. I literally go to her, I put my head on her lap, and I say, Mom, this what happened, that what happened. And she touches my head and she says, don't worry, everything will be okay. I raised you right. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. Do what's in your heart. Be who you are. Be kind. Be generous. This is exactly what she tells me every time. It's like on repeat. It's a brainwash,
Yeah.
which is good.
Did she watch the show? What did she say about
She
it?
watched part of it.
Okay.
She wasn't too happy about it because she said that, it doesn't perceive my son of how I raised him. I raised a gentleman. I didn't raise someone that, goes into people's offices and stuff like that. But like, no one is perfect.
Yeah.
And she just wants to see me in my best version, not my worst.
But it was also brave of you to go up on the stage and apologize.
I did it for her. I don't believe Zaina deserved the apology. The real person who deserves the apology is Dania, because she was the one that was attacked. And I truly believe that as I seen it. She was the one that was, just leaving and she was attacked. So
Who do you think is the most dramatic person on the show?
everyone has their things, their ups and downs. Dramatic, Safa.
Saf.
But it's not in a bad way. I mean,
Okay.
her drama is entertaining,
Yeah.
the way she does, the things she does. So I see she's most dramatic. I like LG's attitude. She's a bit like, she reminds me of that character of Friends, Phoebe.
Yeah.
Like a Phoebe and Rachel mixed together.
We're gonna play a fun game.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna give you options and you've got to tell me who would you rather be stuck in a lift with and why. Okay. Zina or Safa?
For sure not Zaina, because I'll probably do something that I would regret. Probably Safa.
Safa. Okay.
At least I can have just me and her so we can understand each other, because when she's with Zaina, she's toxic. So the mix of Zaina and Safa, toxic. Safa by herself is better.
Farhana or LJ?
Oh my God, these are really hard questions. I love Farhana, but she has a limit
Oh.
with me. Like, I can handle only 1 hour. After that, I'm like, literally, Farhana khalas. I'm like, Farhana khalas, khalas, khalas. Time to go. LJ is quite entertaining,
Okay.
so probably LJ.
DJ Bliss or Fahad?
No, please no Fahad. He's nice. He's a teddy bear. He's a sweet person, but he's not entertaining. And no, of course, DJ Bliss. Absolutely, every day.
Danya or Chris?
Obviously, Danya. Chris, he's a good person. He's amazing.
Yeah.
But also, let's just stick with Danya better. At least we have something to talk about.
Yeah. Okay, Lojen Omran or Brianna?
Lujan Imran for sure. Lujan Imran is a wisdom. She is a encyclopedia.
Yeah.
She's a dictionary. She's elegance. She's everything. Like, I genuinely love the energy of when I'm around her.
Another fun game which is called Fave or Fake. Fave is favorite, fake is fake.
Yeah.
Okay. Danya,
Faith.
Zina,
Fake.
Farhana,
Faith.
Safa,
50-50.
DJ Bliss,
Faith.
Fahad,
He's good. Faith.
Lojen, LJ.
She's sweet. Faith.
Okay. Omran,
Faith.
Chris.
Faith.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I don't know him very well, so I really
Yeah.
can't say, because I didn't really interact with him much.
Yeah. Okay. One cast member you wish wasn't a part of the show.
Zaina. Well, you know what? I believe she's good for TV, but I wish she wasn't there because she annoys me. But yeah,
There's been a lot of controversy around is Dubai Bling a real representation of Dubai? Yes or no?
you know the problem is with this is like a lot of people from middle class or lower class, they get upset about Dubai Bling because they say it doesn't represent Dubai. But it's not called Dubai everything.
Yeah.
It's called Dubai Bling.
Bling.
So it specifies on the bling lifestyle. They can create another show called Dubai Everything or called Dubai Life or Dubai World or Dubai Everything. And you can put different levels of class. It just means that when you put Dubai Bling, it shows a certain lifestyle, and the people who cannot reach that lifestyle or who wanted to see how did these people live can see it. You understand?
Yeah.
It's not about hiding the other part. In
Yeah.
every society, there's different levels. There's
Yeah.
low class, middle class, high class. There's affordable housing. There's luxury housing. Life is an absolute balance.
Yeah.
And no one says one is better than the other. Sometimes you have rich people, but they decide to live comfortably, and sometimes you have rich people who decide to live very minimal.
Yeah.
I know rich people who only have one pair of shoes.
Is that something that you can resonate with though? Or would
If-
you rather have a
if
huge
I,
collection?
if I wasn't in a judgmental society, if I was in my own habitat, I would like everything minimal. But unfortunately, we're in a society who judge you based on the car you drive, based on the clothes you wear. For me, as a businessman, I know that all these is business things. A quality T-shirt can be purchased at a fraction of the cost, but without a brand name. Make sense?
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have the so-called branding or the luxurious thing. You can have something comfortable and affordable. But in this part of the world, especially in the Middle East, you are defined by what you have and what you wear. It is unfortunate, but this is your society and you have to deal with it.
So it is the truth that Dubai does judge
I think
you
I
based
think
on the brands that you wear or how you
I
carry
think
yourself.
I think every major city in the world does. So you can say Dubai, New York, Hong Kong, Paris, London. It's the same scenario. It's that these major cities attract a certain demographic, and the other demographics are basically stereotyped, which is, for me, it's wrong because I believe we're all human
Yeah.
and everyone is equal. And my employees know this because I don't discriminate based on nationality or age or sexual orientation, whatever it is. For me, everyone is the same, regardless of what's in your bank account, regardless of what passport you carry. However, I don't define the society. The majority of society are judgmental. So you do go into places where you don't receive the treatment that you deserve because they expect a different stereotype. So someone told me I was planning to go to Moscow, and they say, listen, don't go to Moscow with any clothes. They will not let you into the restaurant. They would look at what diamonds you're wearing, what watch you have on before they decide to let you in. And this happens. We can hide it all we want, but this is the truth. This actually happens around the world that you cannot enter to some restaurants based on how you dress.
So when you moved to Dubai, is that something that you realized over a period of time that you've got to be dressed in a certain way or present yourself a certain way?
The car, you have to have the card, you have to have the number, special number, and you have to have the special phone number, you have to have the address where you're living. Because the first thing they ask you, a lot of people, where do you live? Before I would say places like, why you live there? Okay, now I live in Jumeirah. Oh, Jumeirah, nice. You know? But that's everywhere. It's not just Dubai. It's even in America. In America, we have one place in Orlando. It's called Dr. Phillips. So we know anyone lives in Dr. Phillips, they're like, you know, parents are doctors, businessmen, you know, high net worth.
Yeah.
So
Are you also judgmental? Do you judge people by what they wear, how they dress?
I stereotype, but I don't let it to pass the judgment. So I can stereotype saying this person is fake, but I give them the benefit of the doubt to prove me wrong, but I'm usually right. Make sense?
You know what I like about you? You're very upfront.
Yeah.
No filters on.
There's a water. I'm as transparent as water. Like if you see I'm tired, I'm tired. If I'm happy, I'm happy. If I'm sad, I'm sad. I don't have that poker face. I can't hide it.
But don't you think in the world that we're living in today, we got to be a little bit diplomatic?
I am diplomatic, but I'm also very honest. So I do give and take. So for example, when I'm negotiating in something, you know, as you know, we negotiated this meeting.
Yeah.
You know, I told you that, you know, I can do it at this time.
Yeah.
But there's a chance that it might be a little bit later.
Yeah.
So I was being diplomatic. I
Yeah.
could have said no.
Yeah.
That's not being diplomatic, right?
Yeah.
But I wanted the opportunity and I wanted to get to meet you, and it was my honor to. So I was being diplomatic and saying, you know what? Honestly, this is the situation. I even explained the situation.
Yeah.
Because it might be this long.
Yeah. But I'm so glad that this worked out, Ebraheem.
Likewise. I enjoyed and I look forward to it. And I look forward to coming to India and trying you guys.
Yes, for sure. And I promise to be your host.
Yeah, I think
India.
you will be the best person to host me in India because
Yes.
I'm sure you know where all the good food
I
is.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure. LG.
أنا خلاص.
هذا الموضوع أخذ من وقتي.
It took from my time.
هذا الموضوع أخذ من همي، أخذ من راحتي.
It took from my comfort.
دخل مخي، خرب مزاجي.
It's ruined my mood.